This video contains both subtitles and voiceover. I hope you will like it.
We did something crazy. Hi, dear followers. I'm Robert from Air Miniatures, and this is Sebastian from Modelers Workshop. Sebastian visited me to record this video because we tried to do something different. We built the same models, Yak-1 from Arma Hobby, but we decided to swap our models during the build. So I was working on Cockpit and assembly of my Yak, then pack it, sent to Sebastian, who was applying main colors and decals on my model. Then Sebastian sent the model back to me, so I could do the weathering and finish the build.
At the same time, I was painting Robert's Yak and was working on my model to be painted by him. So as a result, we had a relevant impact on both builds and created kind of a common model. We haven't seen this before in case of plastic modeling, but we have seen similar activities by other artists. For example, when two people share one canvas. We have known each other for a long time and often discuss each other's models, so hey, why not to try something crazy?
We did it for fun and we enjoyed it a lot. And although some of you may not get the concept, we hope you will enjoy our builds and movies. From the technical point of view, there are two movies, one on my channel and second one on Sebastian's channel. My movie is designed in a way that the painting part is prepared by Sebastian. So to have a full picture of our cooperation, we encourage you to watch both movies on both channels. So
fasten your seatbelts and enjoy!
This is one of my favorites kit from Arma Hobby. There are few interesting painting schemes including winter camo and a captured plane. I like the balance between how detailed this kit is and how easily it can be built. All main parts are riveted. Decals are high quality, print is very sharp. Paper masks and small PE parts in the box. Too bad the canopy is a single part. I will use some 3D prints from the producer to upgrade the kit even more. I started with the Cockpit. Main parts were cut using Tamiya cutters. All imperfections were smoothed with a diamond files, sanding sponges and a hobby blade. There are few ejector sink marks to fix. Smaller can be just sanded. But the deeper one require putty, CA glue. I temporarily attached the horizontal stabilizer to not to lose the shape accuracy when sanding. A smart engineering in here, this part needs to be bent. To add PE parts, I needed to remove some details with a Tamiya chisel. A wax pencil is ideal to hold small parts. "3D printed seat with seatbelts." I glued the center stick now, but it was not the smartest idea. It is way better to add it when wings are finished. To sand small PE parts, I use Tamiya number 400 diamond file. As usually, I start with priming the surface black, Mr. Paint MRP 085. Main interior color is A14 steel gray, AKRC 319. All highlights and details were painted with acrylics, Vallejo, AK and other. Decals are the integral part of this kit and take the cockpit details to a different level. AIMMO decal application brush. I applied the wash with AK paint liner for brown and green. Cockpit from the box looks fantastic. "3D printed seatbelts." In general, it is good to avoid black when painting black elements. Use a mix of tire black and white instead, and only keep the instruments black. Application of decals was not easy, but after cutting it into pieces it was manageable. Mr. Mark Setter solvent was used for help. Instruments were filled with gloss paint, AMO crystal glass. For me, more realistic than PE parts. Dry brush with AMO 0601 light gray. Revell contacta to glue main parts. Black Flexi 5K CA glue from VMS to fill small gaps. Very easy to sand. The trailing edges were quite thick, so I sanded them with various tools. "3D printed cooler front." I drilled small holes here and there to make the intakes and gun look more realistic. This pin needs to be removed. To not destroy the fabric, it needs to be protected with Tamiya tape, and the putty needs to be sanded along the fuselage. Fuselage and wings fit like a Lego blocks. Tamiya panel line accent black. It's good to sand the cooling flap to make it look more in scale. I removed these gauges to use the decals later on. Finally, I cut clear part into pieces and replaced the central one with Rob Torres vac-form. The propeller cap got a small upgrade and a plastic pitot tube was replaced with an injection needle. And that's it. Now I can send the kit to Sebastian, so he can paint it.
Hello there. Sebastian here. I just received a package from Robert, so it is time to paint it. As you can see, Robert also sent me decals from Exito Decals. I started with white Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500. Trying a new technique, pre-shading with a dark wash. Then, I applied highly diluted paint. I did the same on the upper surfaces. After securing the paint with clear coat, I applied decals. The decals are well printed and look gorgeous. So, here is the yak ready to be sent to Robert. Thanks for watching this part. Over and out.
My yak painted by Sebastian came back to me. It looks awesome, a very good base for weathering. I started with Prismacolor pencils to add some scratches. I secured pencils with a Mr. Hobby CX100 gloss coat and sanded the decals to make them look smoother. Then, I applied another gloss coat. Mr. Hobby weathering paste is great to imitate the mud and dirt on the bottom surfaces. I apply it with an old brush and then blend using enamel thinner. You can remove everything if needed. Using Tamiya panel line accent brown and enamel thinner, I created streaks and leaks. You can easily modify the effect until you're happy with the result. Wash was made with AK paint liners 2071 and 2072. The excess was removed with a paper towel. Now I could apply the final coat of Hataka XP08 satin. I removed canopy masks and glued the central part from Rob Taurus using clear epoxy glue. Landing gear was attached with CA glue. And that's it, the kit is done. Bloopers.
Nic nie widzę. Za daleko.
To be painted by him. So as a result,
Jeszcze raz.
same